day 66. We have already completed 65 mock interviews. If you are missing it, go to playlist section. There you can find DevOps interview question and answers. Please like this video so that we will get motivation to upload more mock interviews in our YouTube channel. If you don't like, obviously we will not going to upload any mock interviews. Yeah, hi Saitej. Can you please introduce yourself? Don't reveal your genuine data or information. Okay.
Yes, Pawan, sure. Uh, yeah, hi, good evening, all. Myself, I am Satyaja. I'm having 4 years of experience as a DevOps engineer. I'm having good experience with working with various DevOps tools like Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. I have experience of writing Jenkins files for CI/CD automation that includes automating stuff from build to deployment. I have experience of writing Docker files to create Docker images and doing containerization of applications for the clients who are accessing it. Uh, I derived various manifestations that are required for the applications, deploying them in Kubernetes cluster. Uh, Majorly, I wasn't. Mm, yeah, let's it on. I get stuck.
Oh, no issues. Anyway, this is the mock, but yeah, still you are good.
Mm,
So yeah, whatever you were delivering, it was perfect. Still, if you do practice it, definitely you will rock the interview.
yes, Pawan.
Yeah. Anyway, we are going to start a new batch on DevOps on next month. If any of your
Okay.
friends or colleagues are looking, definitely you can refer or you can meet yourself. If anyone watching this
Mm,
video on YouTube, definitely you can ping me on WhatsApp because next month on December 2nd onwards, we are starting a new batch on DevOps. So this time the content will be totally advanced because I have already prepared the content. Content was ready. As the if I know the content, definitely I am going to explain more better. Okay. So just a moment. Okay, yeah. Now let us give a chance. Who are going to introduce if it's your choice? Raghava, yeah, go ahead.
Can I go? Yeah. Hi, this is Raghav. I'm more than 11 years experience in DevOps and cloud and SRE. Throughout my career, I have an opportunity to work as in multiple cloud platforms on AWS and Azure, um, like AWS and Azure, and also have hands-on experience in a wide range of DevOps tools and practices. So I'm very well versed in automating the infrastructure using applications deployment, like using Terraform, CloudFormation templates, and CloudFormation templates, and for the cloud native services like ECS, Fargate, EKS, and AKS. Apart from that, I also have a good experience in working in designing, creating, and implementing CI/CD pipelines with tools like Jenkins and GitHub Actions for the, and also, I use them for automation, the streamline of automating automation the frameworks to streamline the development and release, build and release pipelines. Um, and all the other than that, I also have a good experience in monitoring and observability for the telemetry, trace events, metrics, and logs. These using tools like Splunk, Datadog, Prometheus, Grafana, Dynatrace to ensure the health and performance of the applications. And other than that, I also um, implemented SAST and DAST tools with integration source code analysis like Sonar and other Chekovi and Nexus IQ for Chekovi for Terraform and Nexus IQ for Scan. So these things are integrated. Coming to scripting, I'm good with Shell and Python.
Yeah, whatever the tools you are mentioning, right? Splunk and all. If they ask you, can you able to answer it?
Yes, Splunk, Dynatrace, and Prometheus and Grafana Grafana. I've been working on that. Splunk, especially, I've been working on classic dashboards. These are the recent days I've been working on dashboard studios to create the dashboards. And other
Then
than that, I also been involved in the base from the scratch in developing the infrastructure for the Splunk, VMs for indexes, heavy forwarders, and license master. I've been design. I was a part of initially designing the architecture for Splunk.
okay. Yeah, like from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start a DevOps real-time project at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Indian time. Is it possible, Raghava, for you to join at 7 a.m. for I don't know what will be the time for you. And you are in US, right?
Yeah, it would be 8:30 for me. Yeah, mostly I'll try to join. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Did I share you the class link? I hope.
yeah, you did. You did.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Please join. This time I've prepared everything for the real-time project. I might be delivered best compared to previous, which I've delivered over the project.
So okay. For this interview questions, I think we are doing almost done with the Git, right? So you wanted to, what would be the next topic? You wanted to do anything basic like Linux or networking?
It was a good question. Actually, I use it like I have just think to ask you on this. Yeah, it's your choice. Git is completed by today. Git will complete by today. From tomorrow on which you want, Mahesh or Saitej or DevOps. So Raghava, you have said you want on Linux, right?
Linux or networking, anything basic. It would be a scratch before we go to advanced topics.
Okay, I have noted it down. So DevOps, Mahesh and Saitesh, on which you want. Raghava said Linux, on which you want.
You mean the mock interviews?
Yes,
Mostly on DevOps and Linux.
uh, DevOps. DevOps is not a tool. Okay, DevOps is a process.
Hmm.
Okay, we are now discussing about on which tool. Now we have completed Git. Next, on which
Okay.
you want. Raghava said Linux.
I don't have any issue,
Okay,
Pavan.
good with
Anyone
Linux.
can you start? I'm okay with anything.
Super. So Saitej, I agreed with Linux. Yeah, Raghava, you can mute yourself. Getting some echo. Yeah, DevOps.
Okay, sir, no issue. But it would Jenkins is better for us, sir.
Jenkins is already completed. You can check out in our YouTube channel in the playlist section. There you can find Jenkins interview questions. So it will be waste your time if I start Jenkins.
Okay, okay, Linux is okay, sir. Not an issue.
Okay, then majority Linux. Mahesh, if you want to,
Yeah, means Docker and Kubernetes also completed like previously in the playlist.
yeah.
Okay, then we're good to go with Linux.
Yeah, I wanted to say like those would be like anything would be advanced, right? These would be the basics. Then we can go with the advanced like networking, basic networking concepts or Linux. Then we can go for advanced microservices or other thing, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, from my side, I will try my level best to find the questions right from my colleagues who are already working and via YouTube or via Google. But you too from try if you have any questions, just feel free to text me out so that I will add that questions in the mock interview and in the same way I will provide the answers as well.
Okay.
And it don't expect a theory. So whatever the questions I'm asking in the Linux, everything will be executed online. In I've create one server, Linux server. There I will execute. First I will ask you a question, right? Then after I will directly execute it so that it will be total a practical Linux. It's okay, right?
So okay, we'll
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we'll go from the basic level from kernel level kind of.
Yes, yes, sure.
Do we have any sequence for one here
Yeah,
after
Linux
Linux?
basics to advanced. As
Okay.
Raghava mentioned, we will go with basics. Basic like how to list a file. Okay, then after we will go advanced. Like for suppose I want to
Okay.
search for a particular word on a particular file. So that type of questions will also I'm going to cover. So that in the interview, whenever they ask any question on Linux or shell scripting, okay, definitely you will going to rock the interview. But for that, I need your help as well. Only me cannot able to uh, prepare it, right? If you able to help me in preparing some questions and all, so I will make it in sequential order like that we can have. Okay, daily, damn sure at 8 to 9, exactly at 8 to 9 p.m. mostly we'll be having, or 8:15 to 9:15 p.m. Okay, majority this time you will be having a mock interview daily. Okay, and
Oh,
Saturday and Sunday you will not having any mocks. Okay, Monday to I can damn sure tell that Monday to Friday you will be having. Okay, yes.
Okay.
If you are available Saturday and Sunday on right it in any time, not at 8 to 9 or like whatever it may be, definitely we can have a personal mock interview. That too
okay.
depends upon your availability and my availability.
Okay, on Saturdays and Sundays, you can share the poll in WhatsApp group, which the mock persons are looped in that group, right? You just share the poll
Oh,
with your availability times,
yeah.
with whatever the times you are free. Just share the poll, and whoever can able to join, just they will vote and they will join.
Yes, yes.
That will be better.
Definitely. Definitely, I will do it.
And also for that questions also we can create one online sheet, like online sheet or documentation, like in Google document sheets are like online, right? The central repo like that. If we you can give access to these persons who are attending the mocks. If we grab those questions in real time questions, we can able to share centrally, like on the
Or any Git repository also fine. We can have a README document.
also, yes, it is also fine. Yeah, if we got those questions, we can able to push the questions to the central. With that, you can able to choose the questions which is repeated, which is important, all those.
And definitely. Yeah, right now we are maintaining GitHub. So let's continue with GitHub itself. And it is like real time. Right, if you are started using right using Git and GitHub account so that you will get an idea. Definitely in real time also you will work, you will play with Git itself. So it will become a real time practice
Mm.
rather than Google Drives and all.
Yes,
Shall we start the mock? I don't want to waste the time.
yes,
So anyway, right next month we are starting, that is on December 2nd, new batch on DevOps. So as you know, classes will be from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday you will be having a holiday. We will start from Git, then after Jenkins, Terraform, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, and real-time projects. So anyway, we are starting real-time projects from tomorrow. Okay, it will be anyone can able to join. Like previously, you have completed your real-time project. Okay, you can join 2 times, no issues. If you want to join, if you are interested, definitely ping me personally. Hey, I want to join again one more time real-time projects. Ping me, you will be invited. Okay, only for 2 times, not more than that, because I know for the first time it will be a little bit confusing, but next time whenever you watch, whenever you attend the class, right, it will become little bit comfortable for you because you already practiced, and it will boost you, boost your confidence as well. Okay, that's what we are discussing real-time projects from tomorrow. Once it is completed, we will start a new batch in DevOps. So first question was, I will share my screen so that you can able to see the questions. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes.
How do you prevent conflicts in Git? How normally we will get a conflict in, right? How you will prevent that? Nothing but
So generally, we pull it and then push it.
if you pull it, you will get a conflict.
Uh, Make sure that branches are synced, and uh, then we do a push.
We check first. We before pulling, we just fetch git fetch. Just we just review the changes whatever they're done. If the same changes have been done, we just do manual changes, then we used to pull. I think after that
Yes,
we
yes.
don't get any
I
conflict.
Yeah, your point was right.
When we try to push it, then we'll understand. It will say that ahead of how many commits ahead, so that we can see those commits changes, and we can, according to that, we can make the changes.
And DevOps and Saitesh, you want to add something?
You can prevent conflicts manually.
Yes, I know. Like, for suppose if I want to reach somewhere, right, from one place to another, definitely I will use bike to travel. Okay, I can travel in bike, I can travel in cycle, I can travel in bus, whatever it may be. So I'm not telling you how to resolve a conflict. I'm not asking you that. I am asking you how you will avoid. Like, for suppose if I'm going through bike, how I will avoid, right, traffic or accidents, right? That's what I'm asking. How I can avoid a traffic, how I can you reach the destination safely without any
Choosing a
disturbance.
different route. Choosing a
Ye-
different route.
So here also in Git you will get multiple conflicts, obviously due to some same file changes and all. So at that time, anyway, we will get a conflict. It's okay, but how you will manage that, and how you will make sure that to resolve that conflict, or it should not get repeated. Nothing but that's what I'm. You got it right.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Shall we go move to next question? So what is Git cherry picking, and when is it useful?
Yeah. Cherry picking for we are going for a whole merge from one branch to another. We can have methods like rebasing and also merging from one branch to another. There will be, it serves a different purposes. But especially cherry picking is picking, in the name itself we have just picking the particular commit and merging the particular commit into that particular branch. That's why we use the git cherry pick with that commit id. Whatever the commits we have done with that particular commit id, it is only going to merge with those branch, not the whole merge going to take place. That's the cherry pick.
No, you are totally wrong, Saitesh.
Cherry pick is nothing but picking the particular commit ID and making the changes into the current branch.
No, I didn't understood.
Yeah, they meant to say that picking a particular commit ID and pushing those changes.
So, picking the commit ID and you will push the changes.
Yeah, particular commit IDs instead of pushing all the commits.
No, DevOps.
No, sir.
Mahesh, you are right. Whatever you said, right? It was correct.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, but I just want to give a chance for others. At least they can repeat the same which whatever you said. Because if they know the answer, definitely they will going to tell confidently, yeah, like whatever Mahesh said, it was right. Git cherry pick is nothing but cherry pick whatever you said from one branch to another branch. While doing, if you do merge, you will get all complete changes. But I don't want that. If I want a particular commit from one branch to another branch, at that time I can use git cherry pick. So whatever you said, it was correct. But try to explain in such a way that opposite person need to understand.
Oh,
So what is the purpose of a git hook? What is
Git
the
hook
purpose of
is
git
to
hook?
uh, automate the things by enabling the hook so that whenever there is uh, any push happens there that it automatically executes that pipeline or anything.
Okay, Mahesh, DevOps.
yeah, Git hook
Git,
is nothing but if we integrate some kind of things, if we
The
integrate
backend you can
some,
Google it if you don't know. So yeah, Mahesh, continue.
yeah,
Yep.
if we integrate some kind of tools or anything with that hooks for the with the Gits, if any action take place in the Git, it will be going to trigger.
Okay, yeah. Whoever watching this video, please like it, this video, so that we will going to upload more interviews. DevOps, will you add something? What is the
yes,
use of
Git,
Git?
GitHub is used for automating the task like running the unit test, formatting a code before commit, and it's prevent the errors. And we can connect with the CI/CD systems integrate.
Okay. So did you heard about pre-commit? Yes. Post-commit. Okay. We will discuss after a few minutes. Explain the importance of commit messages. What is
Yeah,
the use of this commit messages? Why we use this commit messages while
yeah.
adding any files and all?
Yeah, basically, if we the Git flow is going to be if we develop anything a code like in our working repository, we used to add that to the staging area, and after the staging area, we need to be add it to the local repo. Whatever the local repo we are adding, we just use the Git commit -m with the messages in a double quotations for the identification that which we have. Particular work which we have done for the identification purpose we are passing the message and we just committing to the local repo. If someone is trying to go with the logs, git logs hyphen one line or something, they will come to know what are the commits which we have done in a past. With that they will the history will be preserved, they will go with the flow. For that identification purpose only the commit is most important.
No, I don't agree with you. DevOps. Saitesh. Yeah, Raghav.
Can you repeat the question? Can you repeat the question?
Yeah,
Can't see the screen.
what is the use of git commit messages?
So git commit message is to differentiate the what kind of commits, what kind of changes we are doing in that particular commit, so that with that we can differentiate the changes to a different commit to commit.
So, Hemant, can you please explain the importance of commit messages? Yeah, Mahesh, whatever you said, right, it was absolutely correct. So to track the changes, right, whatever we have done previously, definitely we will use git commit messages. So as a human being, we will forget. So by seeing that commit message, you will get to know, okay, we have done this.
Yeah, with that method, we also have the unique commit ID, right? With that commit ID, we can able to play around with that.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the second time. So you already said the correct answer, but no one has listened to your answer and they didn't utilized your answers. So you need to observe like whatever the opposite person delivering the answer. So you need to take it, you need to frame it according to you. So like that only you will going to learn. So you are just attending in mock, right? If someone is answering that question, if you don't concentrate, right? Whenever I ask you, then only if you concentrate, it will not help. You need to focus on everyone, how he is answering the question. Okay, he is answering betterly or not, what he has answered. So now next time I need to answer the question. So like that, you need to collect some answers, right? Now, if you see, I have asked Mahesh, so remaining people will be having a chance to listen him whatever he is telling. Then in that you can add your experience, whatever you know. Okay. How do you handle dependencies in a project using it?
It depends on.
How you will use depends on. Do you write any manifest files in Git? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So Mahesh, do you agree with
Dep-
Raghava? He's telling we will use depends on.
No, no, not depends on, based upon the project which we are choosing, for the dependencies, in the sense, if we are if the developer is developing some code in that particular language as per the client requirement, he used to choose the language, either it will be Java, Python, or Node.js, something. Whatever the languages needed, the dependencies, that files need to be maintained by developer. What developer will do is, if some right, for Python file, if we are developing in Python language, he used to write in a Python language, means .py is mandatory. And for Java, jar files, these kind of things, if you push to the Git, yeah, this is the dependencies.
Yes, 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 you are almost right. Super. So how do you handle sensitive data in Git?
Yeah, by
Git
using the Git.
secrets.
So I don't want a straightforward answer. You need to explain it. So Mahesh,
We,
continue.
yes, here, yeah, for sensitive information, in the sense, we get to the mind, right? We'll maintain one .git ignore file here. If whatever the code we are building in we are building in our work repository, we are pushing it to the end of the day to the Git. We used to maintain the .ignore file. In that .ignore file, you will mention that the sensitive data, whichever is not going to push to the Git, uh, those
Super.
those those kind of sensitive information is not available in the remote repo. No one can able to see that, sensitive information, in the sense, we will get like API keys, like access ID, username, password, these kind of
Yes.
things. We will maintain in our working directory, but not in remote repo. Why? Because all the people will see that remote repo, right? That's why we are just maintaining in working directory, not in Git. We are telling Git to just ignore those sensitive data and just keep push the main files only to the remote repo. That's why.
Yes, yes, Mahesh. But what if we want to maintain the secrets in the remote? Then we need to have Git secrets, right? Instead of Um,
So why you want to maintain secrets in your GitHub?
no, for remote, if you wanted to have some secrets on the remote server instead of local, then we have to have it Git secrets, right? Then we can that store those secrets on the remote, right?
Yeah, definitely you can store, but we are discussing about Git. Remote is GitHub.
Okay, okay.
You are right. So we can use secrets, Git secrets. So what are Git submodules? So how do you remove sensitive information from Git history?
Git logs, and then we try to put as my set and git ignore.
Sorry, Git logs.
Git logs, we can see that logs, and we can use store those files in the git ignore.
You will use Git logs and you will store that files in the Git ignore.
Yeah, we can move those files to the git ignore. Those mention those.
How you will move it? If you enter Git log, it will show you
Whatever
the
we find
history
from
of
the git history
changes.
will git log.
So what is the use of storing the history? Anyway, every time whenever you enter Git history, it will display the history. Even if you store it, it will again show that history, right?
We can move those once whatever we see in the history, we can move those files to the ignore, and next time we can't see them, right?
Yeah, how you will move your logs? You said that you will move it. Next time it will you cannot able to see it. But how you will move that logs?
Or we encrypt those sensitive information or anything.
No, you said logs, right? So I'm just asking about logs. So can you able to explain Git's distributed nature? Git is a distributed version control system, right? So what is the use of it? How it will helps? So can you able to explain that Git's
Yeah.
distributed nature?
Yeah, Git is a popular distributed version control system. Why the name distributed in the sense, not only the one person or two person are going to work on the Git. There will be multiple persons are work on this Git at the same time. Here, the main benefit is we having a staging area where, when it's compared to the central one, like SVC or something, SEM or something, we have a distributed version control in a Git.
Okay, distributed version control on Git, but what is that distributed? You need to explain that, right?
Distributed in the sense we have it as distributed through the remote so that multiple people can access.
Yeah, Raghava, you are right. So anyone want to add something? Hemant or Devops? What is Git? Distributed nature. Next, final question. What is the difference between?
Distributed, hello.
Yes, yes,
Distributed
Hemant.
refers to the process. I think it's to centralize, spread the across multiple locations.
Super, right? You are right. So if you want to like, for suppose if there are developers, if the multiple people are need to work on projects, so Git is a distributed version control system. So you multiple people can able to work easily without any disturbance, right? They can maintain their local copy, right? Everyone will have a local copy of the project. So yes, like that, just Git will help us. So can you able to explain the difference between Git fork and Git clone?
And Git fork in the if we do the fork from the GitHub console, the code is going to be forked to our GitHub account. But when it comes to the clone, the whole code is going to clone into our working directory.
Okay, if you use git fork, it will not add the whole code.
It will not going to add to our working directory. It will not going to push whole code into our working directory.
To simplify this, we can say that fork is from remote to remote and clone is to remote to local.
Remote to remote means
One repository to another repository, and clone is to remote to local.
super. Right. If you do fork, what it will do, it will add same project as a copy in your GitHub account, which is a
Yes.
remote repository. If you use fork in your local system, it will, what it will
Going to
do, it
download.
will clone, download.
For create to copy of your Git and clone download the repository to your computer, local computer.
Yes, you are right. Shall we check the answers for now for all the questions?
Yes.
So first I've asked you how do you prevent conflicts in Git? So regularly pulling changes from the remote, communicating with team members and maintaining small focused commits that help reduce conflicts. So regularly you need to pull the changes from the remote repository from your GitHub. Some developer what they will do, they will continuously work right in their code. Okay, they doesn't add the update changes of colleagues which they have already worked. Okay, if I don't do that, what it will do, like for suppose I'm working on this file, on the same file, in the same file my other colleague is also working, so I added some data, right? I don't know the updated data which my friend was added. So if I want to have that changes, definitely I need to pull it. Some people what they will do, they will directly work on their own code and they will start just add that information and all, right? In the last, at a time he will get multiple conflicts, so he will get irritated and he cannot able to resolve that conflict of, right? If you have little bit challenges, definitely you will able to handle it. If you have at a time 10 to 15 challenges, right, it will very difficult for you. If you get only 2 or 3 challenges, definitely it will help, right? Regularly pulling changes from the remote, nothing but every day you need to pull the changes from the remote so that your local system will be updated. And in the same way you need to communicate with the team members as well. Hey, I am working on this, so please don't add anything in that particular file, so let me complete it. Okay, then after you can touch that file. If not, we will get a conflict. Like that you can communicate with your team members. Okay, so maintain some like focused commits, like that you need to take the best practice. So what is Git cherry picking and when is it is useful? Cherry picking allows you to apply specific commit to another branch. That's what I said, right? Without merging the entire branch. This one I think I've already shown in the previous class. So what is the purpose of Git hook? Git hook are scripts that run automatically at certain points in the Git lifecycle, allowing automated tasks like code checks or formatting. So if I go to December, Elasticsearch dot git, there is a hooks, right? There is a pre-commit hooks, right? Pre-push hooks. So before committing, if you want to perform some action, like for suppose if you want to execute some script or message at a time, you can able to use pre-commit. What is a Git workflow? git add, right? Git add,
It had
git
git
commit,
commit, git push
git,
origin one.
yes.
Git push origin branch name.
So whenever I want to add anything, it will go to where? Staging area. So from staging area, before committing anything, if I want to display a message, this commit is related to something like that. I can add a message via this hooks. Not only message, if I want to execute some tasks also we can use. So if I open this edit with Notepad++, so in order to use that pre-commit, you need to remove the right name dot sample so that this pre-commit will be activated. So if you see like this, you can, if you can have a conditions before committing, if you want to execute something, right? If you want to display a message like that, you can able to use this hooks. Okay, explain the importance of commit messages. Clear commit messages help track changes effectively, especially in collaborative projects, aiding in code review and troubleshooting. Right, as a human being, we will forget whatever you have worked. So if, for our hint purpose, we will add a commit message. So if other person come and check the logs, right, git history, he will get to know, okay, this is what we have added. So for our feasibility, right, we will use, and that is one of the most important thing in using a commit messages. So how do you handle dependencies in project using Git? So use tools like Git submodules or dependency managers like Maven or npm to manage dependencies rather than including them in the repository. So how do you handle sensitive data in Git? So avoid committing sensitive data by using environmental variable or git ignore or tools like git secrets to prevent accidental commits. So what are git submodules? Git submodules allows you to include and track repositories within another repository, useful for managing dependencies. So from one repository to another repository, if you want to track something at a time, you can use git submodules. So how do you remove sensitive information from git history? So use git filter branch. Just a moment. Yeah. So what is a Git distributed nature? Git is distributed meaning each developer has a full copy of repository, allowing offline work and reducing dependency on central server. So yeah, this is one of the main point. Git fork and git clone, you know it. Forking creating a copy of repository on the remote platform, like example GitHub, while cloning makes a local copy of an existing repository. Got it? Is there any confusion? No, right? So like for suppose if I go to the GitHub account, okay, if I search for Elasticsearch, say if you see there is a fork, if I click on fork, what it will do, it will add that whole project in my account as a new repository name, create fork. Then the same project will be added to my account, right, as a Elasticsearch. That is a fork. So what git clone, you will copy this and you will go to your git bash, and you will use git clone URL. So the same project will be downloaded in your local system as Elasticsearch folder. For that you will use git clone. But if you want this project on your local, not on in the local system, but in the your GitHub account, then you can use this fork. So yeah, until now, if you are watching this video, then you are next level and you have too much of dedication to get a job. I can understand. So like this video so that it will recommend to more people and it will help more people. So yeah, that's it.
Sure. Thank you.
I
Thank
will
you.
stop the recording.